After a long weekend, the murder trial of Joe Koenig resumed today.
Today, an expert in brain development spent much of the day on the witness stand describing the recklessness of teenage brains and how that might have played a role on the night that Alexa Bartell was killed in 2023. Investigative reporter Kevin Vaughn has been covering this trial for us every day since it began. And Kevin, kind of set the table for us. Tell us what this brain expert said.
Kim and Tom, in a nutshell, he said that people in their late teens engage in a lot of risky behavior, and the propensity for that goes up if they're with their friends. Joe Koenig and two other 18-year-olds have admitted throwing rocks at least 7 vehicles on a Wednesday night in April 2023. The last one tore through Alexa Bartell's windshield and killed her. The first witness called by Koenig's lawyers was Lawrence Steinberg, a professor at Temple University and expert in brain development. He said Koenig's behavior could have been influenced by those other 2 teens with him.
I always am struck by the fact that adolescents do a lot of really dumb things and reckless things when they're with other adolescents that they would never do when they're by themselves. And I think that's probably a familiar feeling to most of us as individuals and to all of us who've been parents of teenagers.
Under cross-examination, Steinberg acknowledged that he did not examine, assess, or treat Koenig, and he also acknowledged that he had not read any of the police reports or the voluminous other documents in this investigation. Kim and Tom?
Kevin, we're trying to understand the impact that this was meant to have and how it was received in the courtroom today, specifically by, let's say, the Bartell family.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see a lot of reaction from members of that large contingent of people there from Alexa Bartell's family and friends. I think the intended import of this testimony was to try to suggest that Joe Koenig suffered a mental health issue that played a role in his actions. I think this is part of the defense strategy to try to prevent a first-degree murder conviction. They are asking the jury to convict him, of course, of a much less serious charge, manslaughter.
And parents would definitely relate to the fact that young people do silly things, and when they're with others, they tend to. But part of the prosecution's case has been that they did this many, many times.
That's right, Kim. And one of the questions the prosecutor, Catherine Brantner, asked Dr. Steinberg today was, when he was talking about impulsivity, she was talking about the fact that they went out and gathered rocks as though they were planning to do this and tried to square that with the idea that this was an impulsive action. He acknowledged that suggested pre-planning, thinking about it ahead of time. He also did say, though, in the moment there could have still been impulsive behavior when the decision was made to throw those rocks.
Kevin Vaughn covering that trial for us day in and day out. Again, thanks for the update.